Hey guys, welcome back. DripCoach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify and operate with integrity and transparency. And today we got, unfortunately, another project that has bit the dust. And TLDR, I don't have a dog in this race. I don't have any ill things to say about them. All I can say is, as I've always been saying, don't trust, verify. So those of you who've been around may be familiar with this project, and it was by a dripper by the name of LD, lived in Brazil, if I'm not mistaken, and basically grew his channel with drip and then saw some of the shitty issues going on with Forex and stuff like that. I think he was in charge of the Hellhounds project and the Guardians of the Reservoir. So he tried to do a lot of stuff with drip and then just saw it continually get shit on by Forex and his lack of ability to actually execute or do anything he said he would do. So he took it upon himself to build his own things. And this was running quite some time. I think I checked my Telegram and I had some messages from him. It's like over a year now. I never got into it. He asked me multiple times to get into it, and I always was hesitant because I don't like the idea of locking up capital, like I told you guys. And also, being that I live in a developing country, they don't like to use the word third world, there are unknown risks. So I'm going to share just what I was given with you guys so you can do your own research. And I'm not here to point the finger, kick anybody in the teeth, nothing like that. It's just another one of these issues in the DeFi crypto space of trying to turn this space into not necessarily a regulatory kind of environment, but something where all people can benefit without the overreach of the traditional industries and organizations that we're used to. All right, so this is the message I was forwarded. So as of last night, I guess you could say, this was delivered in the BBB community. So it says, today of all days, I did not want to have to bring this news. We are currently investigating a serious situation. Yesterday morning, I woke up to a message from Mathias saying he was raided by the police and that he was going to turn himself in. He told me to delete all evidence of BBB to protect myself. I could not do that to you all. I genuinely believed in this community and what we were building. I decided to stay and face community even though Mathias left me alone. I tried contacting him. Mathias is not responding to texts or answering calls. He has removed himself from the Telegram group, deleted all messages that he himself sent in the BBB group, as well as to all personal chats he had. I strongly believe that he would have deleted the entire Triple B Telegram had I not have removed his ability to delete messages many months ago when he accidentally deleted an entire topic. He was supposed to send 30K Friday morning to a friend and have it on ramp for the foundation, but that wire was never received. I reached out to his wife on Instagram, who told me that she and Mathias have been separated for quite some time now as he had too many secrets. So for those of you that are not familiar with this, like I said, LD is the content creator in Brazil that partnered with this guy Mathias to do renovations on houses, and they were basically flipping houses. So it's basically like tokenized real estate, essentially, where you would put money into these different contracts, and then at a set period of time, you would get a certain percentage back on that. Then they were doing like upgrades, all sorts of different stuff. So the project was growing quite rapidly, had new pools, new opportunities. We'll go to the website. So it had a lot of potential, but again, this is crypto. And then when you're talking about developing countries and third-party risk, there are lots of unknown. So in this, it appears as though basically Mathias has run off with the bag. So as a guy running the website, keeping it updated, dealing with the community, and keeping track of the investment amounts, I was investing everything that Mathias paid me back into Triple B renovation pools, services, and foundational what does that say? In foundation, I lost a lot of, don't know what the rest of that was. Maybe I lost a lot of money or something, I'm not sure. Yesterday in the DAO, we spent the entire day trying to get a hold of him and finding out as much new info on him as possible. We performed new background checks on him to find all associated addresses and numbers. We cannot confirm or deny that the IRS issue was even a true event, and we have no idea just how big this web of potential lies truly is. I don't know about the IRS issue. I don't know if that's this, where he's saying raided by the police, or if that's something completely different. So we have no idea how big this web of lies is. DAO members have notified the authorities, and together we will provide them anything they need to investigate. My last conversation with Mathias were on Wednesday before the AMA, where he told me that he wanted me to go to Canada and help him there with Triple B. And Thursday night, when he sent me a voice message asking how much I'd charge to build his friend's company a website and to get the quote ready. So I guess Mathias was trying to do some other business deals, and since LD is the one that managed and built the website, I guess he wanted his help on that. And get the quote ready for Monday, and he was going away for the weekend with his family. Triple B goals: find Mathias and find out what happened, get justice, do everything possible to get people's funds back. DAO members have offered to assist members with any information about filing a complaint with the correct authorities. So it sounds like they at least when they set this up, do know who he is legitimately, and background checks and all that stuff. But if this is Brazil and that's anything like Cambodia, then yeah, good luck. Don't know how that actually works. We will bring any updates back that we have about this as soon as we know more information. No words can explain how we are all feeling right now. Many Triple B members have taken out loans, used savings, even sold personal items to get into these pools with hopes of making their money grow. It hurts knowing that the worst maybe is yet to come, or the worst, I don't know what the rest of that is. But tomorrow we will have a VC at 9 a.m. Eastern. I will not be answering direct messages, as you can imagine. The amount of messages I receive. Let's put our heads together and bring Mathias to justice. Is this one of those situations where he is in control of all the funds? The only funds I had control of was the rental 4 pool for people to add more. Those funds have been returned to senders. Other than that, yes, he was in control of all funds. Also, the properties in Argentina, the property renovations, the business he had, the selling his houses and possession was also a lie. So it sounds like he wasn't really doing the work or doing these things. Like it's hard to say, because I remember for a while there was photos and stuff of work being done and different houses and all these things. So I have no idea if that was all just a cover for this guy and he was faking all that, or if he actually did do that and then got into some additional trouble. Like, who knows? KK, it kind of feels that way. Unreal, let's be honest. You can't trust anyone in space. That's why I made that preface in the beginning of this video, and I've been saying that now loud and clear for a year and a half. I guess rules and regulations actually have a place in this world, and finances and animals are allowed to run wild in DeFi, and screw the innocent. Another tough ass lesson in DeFi. I guess this would have been actually easier to read from here. Let's see. So it looks like I covered most things. He's supposed to send 30K, but the wire was never received. I reached out to his wife. Separated too many secrets. Not remove his ability. Last time. So yeah, anyway, you can read this in my Telegram. This is forwarded from the Triple B community. And yeah, let's look at the website. So as I stated, like, it was originally just, I think initially just a few different NFTs, and it was all about basically flipping houses, even building some, if I'm not mistaken. I think the original was just building houses that they were selling, and this was to expedite the building process. And then you could earn 300% on your stake. And I think this even initially supported Drip, if I'm not mistaken, like 1% or something like that. Went back to Drip. But then it started growing, and they went to the renovation pools. The foundation, I don't know what that was. The rental pools was, I think they locked all this down now. So that maybe nobody else gets in. But they even were doing charitable donations and things of that nature. So I, again, have no idea what actually happened behind the scenes. The only ones that really know are LD and Mathias. But this brings me to, again, what I was telling you guys I wanted to do out here in Cambodia, which is like the real world asset thing. But that's where this risk comes in, right? So there's all sorts of, I can only speak on Cambodia. I don't know anything about the government and how finance and stuff work in Brazil or any other country besides Cambodia and United States for that matter. But if there's like third-party risk, there are unknown unknowns that you just can't figure out. So it's hard to say what happens. And often in these places, developing countries, it's essentially social, what do they call it? Social engineering, where someone with access to things is vulnerable and you don't know their situation and they're willing to be exploited or get exploited or whatever the case may be for a couple dollars. Literally out here, there's a problem with children still being exploited and sold into sex trafficking and things of that nature, because what will happen, you'll have a very poor family with 7, 8, 9, 10 kids, right? And they're barely able to pay the bills, feed the kids, medical emergency, something happens and then some philanthropist, someone with money comes by and says, hey, I'll adopt your kid and give you 20 grand and that'll pay for everything you need. And I mean, 20 grand for them is like a lifetime worth of savings. So it's like you have this burden, you are trying to do what's best. This person's offering you money, so you essentially sell your kid. You don't ask any more details. You get this money and your kid is going to be in a better place. That's what you're told, but you have no idea what actually happens to them. And that happens way more than you would actually think. And it's kind of under the radar. I bring that up because I know about that here. And so what I'm saying with this and Mathias and what happened here, nobody knows. So you don't know each of these people's story, but they are a risk. They're an unknown. And from what that one statement said from one of the members in the community, that there was lies on top of lies. And I guess his ex-wife or separated wife was saying there's lies. So who knows what he got himself into or what he needed money for, or what happened to the money. Like he just apparently disappeared, deleted conversations and stuff like that. So that is a uncontrollable. But at the same time, that is the opportunity within DeFi and crypto, is because never before in the history of the world would you be living in one country and be able to invest at the ground floor in another country in things like real estate or a business or condos or whatever. And that is a very real thing. Unfortunately, the uncontrollable variable is the humans in between that. And that's what eventually the blockchain is trying to solve by being trustless. Now, I don't have the answer for how you do something like this right now without humans in the middle and complete a completely decentralized and trustless transaction between physical things like building houses, or like what I want to do, buying a bar. Like, how do we buy the bar and then afford that trustless environment to where you guys can see the transactions taking place in the bar, the money going into the business, the amount of money being paid out, and then it not being able to be confiscated by one individual? I don't have the answers to any of that. That's far beyond the scope of what I've thought about for this. But that's an opportunity. Again, it's like you could do stuff like that. Never before would that have been available prior to blockchain. So this is a shitty situation, but a stark reminder about, again, don't trust, verify. And when you get into things like this that do involve real world assets, and you are leveraging the trust and validation of a person behind a microphone like this video you're listening to now, be careful. That's all I can say, because you don't know what mitigating circumstances are out there. And the person with all good intentions does not know anything about the future either. So you never yeah, never risk more than you can afford to lose. That's what they always say, right? So I hope this goes over well. Oh, there's one more thing. Looks like someone from the Triple B community has actually put forth a lawsuit against M&M Contracting Corp, which is Mathias's company, but don't know what will come of this. So this is denial of overtime compensation. So this seems like it's someone working for Mathias that didn't get paid. And this was back 3 months ago, almost. I'm sorry, 2 months ago, 2 months ago. So there may be a paper trail coming out here from all of this. I don't know what they would actually get paid from, but ooh, this could definitely get ugly if essentially this moves forward, because you're essentially selling unlicensed real estate across international borders. So I don't know how far they want to take this, but I'm quite sure that the amount of money each of these people want to get recompensated for is pennies compared to the amount of crimes that the SEC, or I don't even know who this would be trying to throw at them. So it's not, in my opinion, like I have no idea. I'm just assuming based on the fact that in the US you have to have a real estate license and go through checks and balances to sell real estate. So I'm assuming buying stuff like this in other countries, tokenizing it, there's probably some laws that will come into play, like anti-money laundering and things of that nature that have to be checked. I have no idea. But when you live in another country and you're trying to chase down people like that, keep that in mind, because you may be opening a can of worms you do not want to step into. So he filed those $405 for a filing fee, and he's looked like he's just looking for overtime compensation. So he got paid some amount of work, but didn't get paid the rest. But in regards to whatever the community wants to do and quote unquote justice, yeah, this could get ugly. So be very, very careful. That's all I can say. All right. Let me know what you guys think. Were any of you in this? What's your thoughts about it? Does it leave a sour taste in your mouth for DeFi? Still interested in real world assets? Still interested in me buying a crypto bar in Cambodia? You know, let me know what you think. All right, smash that HBO special. Help brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real-world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.